In the retelling of the Gospel stories, Judas Iscariot has tended to be painted as something of a pathetic loser. He seems to have sold out his best friend, with a kiss of all things, for the measly price of a bag of silver. But I think this is probably a very superficial and naive reading of Judas, because it seems he had a lot more in mind than simply getting his hands on silver, as we can see by the fact that almost straight away, when he realizes the implications of his actions, he throws the silver away along with his own life. I think Judas actually was interested in the kingdom, and he thought that his betrayal of his friend would precipitate the crisis that would bring a head-on confrontation between Jesus and the authorities of the day. That's where he thought the kingdom would start to happen. So Judas was functioning from a form of wisdom in that sense. It wasn't a particularly wise wisdom, but at the time he thought it was, which begs the question, I think, how do we know when we are operating according to wisdom? James has something to say about that, and in our reading for this week, which is James chapter 3, 13 through to 4, chapter 8, James wants to point out that there are at least two forms of wisdom, and one is more earthly, natural to us, and he would say demonic, and it shows itself in selfish ambition and all sorts of rivalries and dissensions and contentions. And there's another wisdom that comes down from heaven, which is pure and peaceable and generally much more gentle in its nature. And the tricky part, of course, is we really only know which is which by their fruit, which means sometimes it's a bit after the fact that we discover whether we're working according to worldly wisdom or heavenly wisdom. So we're going to talk about that this Sunday at Mustard Seed. We had a great service with Reverend Graham Tutt talking about the power of words and the impact of the tongue, and we're going to continue in James and talk about wisdom. So join us for that. Also, you could join us this week at our 8 p.m. Thursday prayer meeting on the Zoom platform. You could join us for a Netflix movie on the Friday, hosted by Jen Brewer. And then also, we're going to have a games night this Saturday night. Jen hosting that one as well. Oh, trying to keep out of the wind. So, if you want to join us for those things, please do. The details will be in the weekly post, and you are most welcome to join us then. God bless, have a good week. Summer is almost here, spring is certainly here, and there is hope in the air. Hope you can feel that.